Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name's Teresa and I'm the car boot crafter, and today's video, well, it's a supplementary video to the main video of how to create these cute little 3D Christmas trees. So the supplement is just about how to make these lucky stars, which I've used at the top of the Christmas trees. So I'm just going to move those out the way. Lucky stars can be used in lots of different projects, and you will find lots of other videos online if you want to have another look at how somebody else makes them, but it's more or less the same as I'm going to show you today. So you'll need a strip of paper which 5/8 of an inch by 12 inch or 1.5 centimeters by 30 centimeters. So any piece of 12 by 12 paper, and just slice a piece off that's 5/8 of an inch or 1.5 centimeters. So it's very simple to do. You just hold your paper with the pattern side, so there's my pattern side down, because we want the pattern on the outside, and the first thing you're going to do is to tie a knot in one end. And when I say tie a knot, I do mean tie a knot. So it's an actual tied knot that you would normally use in a piece of cotton or thread or whatever. So we're just tying that knot, and then we're going to manipulate it to keep it as close to this edge as we can. You want to keep it down this end, but we still need enough on that loose piece to be able to tuck it in afterwards. So I'm just manipulating. What we're doing is creating a 5-sided shape. So just pushing the paper around and manipulating it so that we move it closer. And what we want is for the corners of the shape to just start to touch the paper, just so it starts to hold. We can use our fingers to push it down a little bit, but don't crease it too much. We need those edges to be quite fluid and not normally you'd use a bone folder, and I wouldn't use a bone folder at all on this cute little project. So once we've got to that stage where we've got quite a flat knot, I'm going to flip it over, and this loose piece I'm just going to tuck in there. If I bring my pencil in, you can see that there's a little gap there, a little space where that piece of paper has come round, and I'm just going to fold that in and tuck it in and create a straight edge there, and using my fingers just press it down a little bit, and we end up now with something that's beginning to look like a 5-sided shape. So we've got a side, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th side here where our paper's sticking out. Not sure what that shape's called mathematically. It's something like a pentagon, but I'm not entirely sure. So we've got our shape, our basic shape. We've still got all of this paper to deal with, so all we're going to do is push that under so that it lines up with that straight edge. And what happens with that is it starts to go towards one side, and that's fine. We'll just encourage it a little bit more to that side, press down, and then we're just going to keep folding over and pressing down, not too much. We need to keep it quite, you know, sort of 3D, and then every fold from then on naturally wants to go to one side or another. So we'll just keep wrapping that round, and as you see, it just wants to go to one side or another. Now I flip it over just to help me, but you can do whatever's comfortable for you. Some people keep it that way and then just fold it round and over and under like that, but I do like to flip it so that I can see exactly what's going on with my paper. And then we come to the last piece. So as you can see, I've got a little bit more there, and this piece now we're going to tuck under again. This time we're tucking it under this piece. There is another piece there, and you can tuck it under both if it's a particularly short piece, but mine's a little bit longer, so I'm just going to Actually, now I've folded it over, I'm going to try and tuck it under both of them. So just pop that edge in there. I hope I'm still in camera shot, and tuck it under there. Usually if you've got a longer piece, it's fine just to tuck it under the one. You can add a little piece of glue to it, just to the end of that paper that I've tucked in, just to hold it if you feel more comfortable with it. Then go ahead and do that. That won't make any difference to the finished project, but as you can see, it holds its own. It's quite happy to be held like that. And we now have that 5-sided shape going on. Now that doesn't look much like a star, does it? So let's see where the magic starts. So I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to find one side. Now I do start with a side that is fully wrapped over. You can see some of the sides will have the edge of a piece that's wrapped. I prefer to start on this side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my thumbnail approximately halfway along that side. I'm going to push my thumbnail into that, and as I'm pushing that, I'm then going to use my other 2 fingers to push in the sides to start forming the star. And as you do that, what happens is the shape starts to expand, so you get more of a 3D shape. And once I'm happy I've gone down, I'm going to move on to the next one and do exactly the same while pushing in these 2 sides. Don't push too hard because it is quite willing to go. Then I'm going to move on to the next one and do exactly the same over and over all the way around. Sometimes if there's a loose piece like that, you might have to bring it in, but it soon joins the rest of that shape. That's the 4th side, and this is the last side. So we're starting to see a star shape starting to emerge, and we're getting a much more 2D effect. And then all you have to do once you've done that is to then just go round, and I just pinch the ends of each of those points just to encourage more of a star shape. And once you've done that, depending on what paper you've used, you might then decide, well, that's my front or that's my front. For me, that's my front that way. So there you go. That's how to make your little lucky stars for use on my 3D Christmas decorations or Christmas ornaments. So I hope you enjoyed that, and please give me a thumbs up, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Bye for now.